You're not busy. You're just avoiding the work that actually matters. And once you see this, you can't really unsee it. And the worst part is most people think they're being productive while they're actually doing what I'm talking about. I really started noticing this when I started to take account for my own days. I'd feel exhausted, like I did a lot, but nothing actually happened. Nothing moved forward. Nothing progressed at all. No growth, no results, just nothing. Nothing happened for me to justify being tired. This brings me to my first point, which is fake productivity. For example, people love doing things that feel productive, like answering their emails or reorganizing their desk or watching how-to videos on YouTube of how to succeed or quote unquote achieve the life that they want. It all feels like real progress, but none of it actually does anything. Let's be completely honest. Watching productivity videos is just productive procrastination, or like Alex Ramosi once said, it's like mental masturbation, where you feel like you're doing something right, but at the end of the day, it's not really doing anything. That kind of brings up my second point, is that stuff that actually moves your life forward is uncomfortable as hell. Like posting on social media when you don't think you're ready, selling to people a product or service when you think you're probably going to get laughed at or maybe even worse, ignored. You know, trying something when even if you think you might fail at it, it's all going to be a little unnervy at first, of course, because that's just how life is. That's why most people just don't do it. Moving on to the illusion trap. You can actually build a entire day around avoiding the real raw work that you actually need to do. And what's the even worse part about that is that at the end of the day, you'll actually feel justified in what you did. You'll feel like you accomplished so much, even though you didn't, because you were quote unquote busy and you quote unquote did stuff with your time, but you didn't actually do anything. With me saying this, I want you to keep in mind that busy does not equal progress. And being quote unquote busy is one of the easiest ways that you can get stuck and even stay there because you're not getting anything done. I say this from experience. Well, you may ask, and a natural question is, Aaron, what did you do? Since you talk from a standpoint of, well, this isn't happening anymore, which sure, some days it does, right? So this is kind of where it comes into the personal shift for me. What changed pretty much everything in my life was almost doing, you could say, a self-audit of my life, where I asked myself this one question is, did I do anything today that actually moved the needle? Most people don't have a time problem. They have a priority problem. One of the things that I absolutely disliked and just, I guess you could say hated the most, even though hate is a strong word, but I very much disliked it, was when people in the fitness industry, people who I trained, would tell me, oh, I don't have time. Because in reality, yes, you do. Because you're just filling your day with things that you don't need to do or things that you want to do instead of things that you need to do. So to kind of wrap everything up, if your life isn't moving forward in the way that you want it to, look at what you're avoiding. And that's usually the answer. Have a wonderful day, guys.